Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this from PC Gamer, the raggiest of all rags on the internet. Well, not quite there, or getting close to there, more or less. Allegedly. Activision refuses to adopt diverse hiring practices across the company. Obviously, they are attacking this because how dare you hire someone or even choose a candidate based on merits. But before I go on, you'll have to excuse my hair today because today decided to be rebellious and be like an Antifa or BLM. At least it's invoking its spirit. It has a mind of its own, and it's unfortunate because it's bloody annoying. Let me put it this way, definitely not as good as the hairdo that this guy here sports from Call of Duty. Definitely not even close. But it has a mind of its own. Or if you prefer, it has its own weather, because right around here, it decides to go completely Antifa and misbehave. With that being said, let's go and delve right into this shitfuck of an article. The Call of Duty publisher rejects proposed hiring policies as unworkable. Hey, who knew that Activision would actually stand up to SJWs and other nonsensical bullshit that these people like to peddle? Who knew? Activision Blizzard has called proposals to adopt the Rooney Rule, a policy requiring it interview at least one diverse candidate when hiring, an unworkable encroachment on its ability to do business. Motherboard reports. Remember, these people here view diverse as race, as just skin deep, as in, if depending on what you carry between your legs, if you take hormones or not, or who you fuck, and on your race. These are the things these people judge as diverse. They do not care about anything else. They are definitely going back to the time of Martin Luther King and destroy his message that people should be judged based on their character and not on their skin color. Fascinating, isn't it? And these people here call themselves progressive, when in fact they are very, very regressive. Let's keep going. Established in 2003, so nearly 20 years of nonsensical bullshit. The Rooney Rule is an NFL, holy shit, policy requiring teams interview at least one non-white, non-male candidate for coaching positions. Considering the NFL is overwhelmingly black, why shouldn't you interview a white? Because whites in NFL should be rare, as far as I know. So, oh, right. The discrimination street goes only one way, according to these morons. It's since spread to other industries in various forms. Earlier this month, the American Federation of Labor and Congress of Industrial Organization, AFL-CIO, submitted shareholders' proposals to publisher Activision and EA, calling on them to adopt the policy across all hires. So basically, they are forcing people, or protection rackets. You ain't know that, or you're gonna get cancelled. EA, for its part, told Motherboard that it would consider the AFL-CIO proposals as its next board meeting. If you pay protection money, you'll be okay. If not, suddenly that certain plant that you hold dear is gonna go down and break. But while Activision claims to already use the practice for director and CEO positions, the publisher is reportedly trying to get the Securities and Exchange Commission SEC to intervene, letting Activision reject the proposal outright. In letters obtained by Motherboard, lawyers representing Activision write that implementing a policy that would extend such an approach to all hiring decisions amounts to an unworkable encroachment on the company's ability to run its business and compete for talent in a highly competitive, fast-moving market. Activision lawyers argue that the proposal seeks to micromanage the way the publisher handles its strategies. Well, if you don't do this, you're gonna get cancelled. And we are already seeing some of these happening with a certain rag, starting with C, ending with gamer. Starting with a P and ending with a gamer, or a certain other rag that starts with M and ends with board. They're already coming for your cancellation, Activision. Anyway, let's move. There you go. A spokesperson stressed that the companies invest heavily in scholarship programs, mentors, and internships. It's not enough. Remember, once you give a centimeter, an inch, a foot, you will have to give a mile. And when you give that mile, remember, you have to give it 100 miles, then a country, then a whole planet, then light year in size. Remember, it's never ever going to be enough. Activision lawyers argue that the proposal seeks to manage. Jesus Christ, pay attention, you idiot. Reinforcing but not elaborating on its claim that diversity is an important part of its hiring culture. Activision Blizzard told Kotaku that Motherboard had completely mischaracterized its SEC filing. Oh, Kotaku, another place on the internet where you shouldn't even waste your time on. Quote, in fact, our hiring practices are rooted in ensuring diversity for all roles. We engage in aggressively and successfully. Our objection was rooted in the fact that AFL-CIO proposal failed to adequately consider how to apply these practices in all of the countries we operate in. Well, because if you operate in Africa, remember, these does not apply because Africa is the most diverse country. No, Jesus Christ. Continent, not country. Why am I thinking of South Africa? For some reason. Either way, it's the most diverse continent in the world because it's mostly by blacks. So, blacks are the most diverse of all diversities. So, if you operate in Nigeria, you shouldn't make any of those things and hire a white male. Shit. White males? Who has time for those people? I think I need to add more sweetener on my coffee. It's a bit bitter. Anyway, let's see. Let's move on. In order to ensure their games stay true to our mission to connect 190 countries, we remain committed to increasing diversity at all levels. Let's see, discrimination in the games industry is nothing new. In recent, of course, here comes the PC gamer. Oh no, there's more over here. We see this as a helpful tool. Even where the AFL isn't taking immediately director investments, Brandon Rees, so the chief gang leader, tells Motherboard that the proposals often start internal conversations that lead the companies to establish their own policies. Anyway, Rees said and felt that now was the right time to take steps to ensure the hiring practices promote diversity and inclusion in gaming. It's important given the Black Lives Matter movement focus on racial justice and the hashtag #MeToo. No, sorry. Pound #MeToo focus on gender equity and sexual harassment in the workplace. Discrimination in the games industry is nothing new. In recent years, the likes of Ubisoft, Riot, and even smaller teams like seasoned developers Scavengers Studio have been racked by allegations of abuse and harassment. These reports are almost always accompanied by the mention of a boys' club, an internal culture of toxic masculinity that sees security granted to embedded abusers. Not always quite like that. The boys' club is usually a group of close friends that nobodies like certain types of women try to to weasel themselves in and then try to censor everybody in the boys club because they don't like the jokes or the discussions. For instance, if you go with a group of women, you'll definitely find women discussing males or how pretty or beautiful a certain male is, or the packages or whatever they discuss. It will be illogical for you to, as a male, go in and expect them to change their subject just so you fit in. That's idiotic. The same thing happens with when men are discussing things. They discuss boobs, and how hot certain women are. And you expect them to censor this because of your fragility. Ha! Go fuck yourself. Anyway, promising to interview, never mind hire someone from outside the white male. A demographic is the smallest of steps a company could take. Well, couldn't you just hire people based on their skills? Wouldn't that be grand? It would be wonderful, wouldn't it? But nah. Why? Why would you do that when the progressive thing is to go back to the 1930s and hire based on skin color? And if Activision feels unworkable, it's worth questioning that steps it feels are within its power. Quote, game workers want to be more diverse. But they don't get to choose who's hired. Campaign to organize digital employees, organizer Wes McEnany told Motherboard, it's really hard to attract talented candidates from marginalized and minority communities in games and tech when the only place you are looking to recruit are overwhelmingly white and male. Once people get hired, there's no community for them. They are expected to represent these groups. Maybe, I'm just questioning here, just wondering, maybe the people you're trying to hire, these diverse people, as in non-whites and non-males, are usually not that interested in becoming a game developer or doing anything related to game development. Maybe they are definitely not interested or anything like that, and the pool that you find of available candidates for you to hire is small, and even more smaller is those minorities having qualified people that would beat most of the white and male demographic. That's why it is hard to actually achieve that. Especially because you are also wasting time to do an interview to a minority whose probably CV or anything like that or background doesn't even match the lowest of the low on the white male demographic. So that would be kind of a waste of time, money, and other things. If you want more diverse, you know what you need to do. You need to go on to their communities, to the communities of those minorities, go there and explain to kids, yes, before they go to college and all the things like that, the benefits of becoming a game developer or what it entails like, and if they like it, they'll then go on and pursue those things if they feel interested or when the time comes. But no. You need to force it at the higher up. When they are much older, when you see they are not interested in those things and things like that. Isn't it interesting how things operate with these SJWs? The wonders of stupidity. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this video. If you want more Karen level stuff, stay right here on youtube.com/Dr. Jester. If you want more spicy content, head to minds.com/Dr. Jester for exclusive stuff. On that note, thank you for watching, and good fucking night.